we're joined by Geoff and by Fred. Fred Taylor 4, Tooting 2. That sounds pretty good?
Yeah, it does. It's always nice to score more than one in a game, especially when it turns out being 4. Yeah, it's very, very satisfying. And it's been a while since I scored more than two in a game. So
yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah. Keep in touch.
Geoff, we put out a strong team actually. I mean, with one or two kind of players missing, but really good replacements in terms of Briggsy coming in centre mid and things like that. Are you happy with the setup?
Yeah, and I'll be honest, like at half an hour into the game, my team talk for half time was totally different to what happened was then we got the 2 goals in, because it's another game where, as we discussed previously before, a bit like Elmstead and a few of the others, where we've been a totally dominant team, had the chances but not put them away. And what tends to happen historically with us, we'll maybe concede before half time and then we're sort of chasing the game and then we're clawing it back and then we come away with a draw, but it's a game we should win. So it was good to come in with that sort of, the lead that we deserved, and it could potentially have been more. And then, as I said, it became a case of can we sort of see it out. We know, again, traditionally 2-0 score, first 15 minutes of the second half, they will sort of maybe change it, maybe try to go at it, nothing to lose. So we just had to manage that bit. And then when we got the third, then it was sort of, again, we was able to be comfortable because we still got a few players playing on injuries, and that shows sort of that testament to the squad that we've got. People that want to play for the cause, and with the run that we on the last sort of 7 games, I think it's 5 wins, and a draw under the defeat. So we are sort of putting a bit of a run together, but yes, the application was really good. As I said, it's not an easy place to get to, and we always credit sort of the fans coming here. We didn't expect this much, I'll be honest with you, considering sort of the weather conditions and travel how it is, and we always sort of give credit to the fans for coming down this far in a way. But yeah, it was a complete performance. As I said, obviously, even when we went down to 10 men, I didn't feel sort of like too nervous. Yes, they were obviously ascending, coming towards our box, but I didn't feel that we were going to lose the game in any sort of position. I just thought maybe we might even nick one further one. So, and it was good for sort of some players to get minutes as well. We got Louis, Andre made his debut today. Tammy's always good so he can get minutes in, because that's what the squad's about. Like you say, next week, we'll have a few people missing, and with the minutes that they got today, they can come in, and we want to go on a run, ride on ropes, Obviously, we've had 2 defeats against them, Cup in the league, and it's very rare that a team does a double against us in the league. So we need to make sure we're ready, and they've put some good results together as well. They're a good team, got some good players, and especially in the attacking area. So we need everyone to be on board, and a similar performance like this if we're going to come away with a win next week.
Okay, Fred, let's talk through the first couple of goals. So first one is the one that you take round the keeper, slot home, sort of centre. Trickles over the line, it's like, but you were confident it was going in. Yeah.
I was fairly confident when you're running at pace towards the goal and you go around the keeper. Generally, if you get it on target, it ends up going in because everyone's kind of running back. It's a long way to go back to the goal line, but I was worried for a little bit, for a second. I hadn't got quite enough on it, but I just focused on getting contact because it was on my left foot. But pleased to see it.
Second one was amazing. So Cameron had the keepers made a save on the 1-on-1 with Cameron, but the ball's should have popped to you. Well, he'll say that as well, but that's the trouble. But yeah, so I mean that finish, it really sort of, you started it wide of the post, it just dropped in. It was a lovely finish.
Thank you. Yeah. I put myself in that position just in case it kind of bounced off the keeper, and it did in a really in a good position for where I was, and I just knew that if I kind of got it over the keeper, had a good chance of going in. And again, it was both of those goals. I was thinking for a second, is it going in, and it clips in off the post. So very satisfying way to score.
Third one, I can't remember. That's not the one from Julian, is it? Or is it the one from Julian?
It was a hat-trick of assists from Julian, by the way.
Yeah, okay, yeah, great. Yeah. We shouldn't forget him. He'll be getting my vote. Okay, so that one you're in the 6-yard predator ball.
No, it's brilliant from Julian, really good bit of wing play. Step over, beat his man perfectly, and he kind of drilled it across. And there was one in the first half where it bounced up, and I tried to get my foot on it, and it went over. Yeah. So I just put my body in, and this one kind of bounced off my thigh, I think. Okay. But just knew that if I could direct it, it would go in.
And the fourth one was a response. They'd just gone down the other end and had scored their first goal as well. Yeah. So it's really important that we maintain that 3-goal cushion.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was similar to the goal last week where Noah had his kind of fullback, and I knew that he's had a very good chance of beating him. He's going to get it across. They just changed their fullback, and the guy they brought on was really quick. So I wasn't getting in ahead of him. So I thought the only chance I had of scoring was if he did what he did, where I got there first and then kind of took a touch. And so I placed myself kind of in the middle of the goal where he was likely to put it, and it went perfectly for me. And it's one of those where it's very close in. So I knew if I got it on target, it's probably in, and it went in. So.
Okay. We conceded to the end. I mean, for a long time it looked like we were going to keep a clean sheet as well. And I know people are saying something about one of them, and that's kind of. But we might not go there. It's like we won, we got the points. But it did make it slightly more nervous than it perhaps easy. That and the sending off being down to 10.
Yeah, of course. Again, it's a disruption. You've got to remember their situation, nothing to lose. Chuck something at it. They're just, when you're in that sort of situation that they're in, with 11 men, you just need some sort of encouragement, and that's what they were really looking for. And then they got in a few times, so there's some good blocks, some good clearances away from Charlie. We just had to sort of extend the try, because you can imagine if it goes 4-3, 5 minutes to go, injury time, we don't know how many the ref may put an extra, because he seemed in that sort of mood. Yeah. So
it was about 7 as it was. So.
But that's what I mean, and so you just don't know, do you? So it was good to keep that sort of that 2-goal cushion, and sort of say we were never really in a panic. And like I said, we've come across in these sort of situations before across the season where we've dropped points against teams who've absolutely really dominated, and it was nice to sort of put them to the sword finally, and notch a scoreline worth of the chances that we created. Look, we're coming into the business end. Like I say, we've got 2 tough games, Brighton and Rochester, so it'd be nice to see where we are. Again, the results were sort of topsy-turvy today again, so we can only do what we can do. I know we've played extra games than the teams around us, but like I said, we can only put points on the board, and when they play each other, they drop points, and then put ourselves in a position where teams maybe have to come to us and win, because it makes a big difference when you've got teams with the incentive that have to come and win. They may play a bit more open, expansive, and the pressure's on them. So it'd be nice to sort of turn the thing around when we play those teams. But yeah, as I said, we're finding form. Some consistency with our squad and lineups. We're adding a couple just to make sure the bodies are there, because it's the injuries will tally up. We've got to make sure we're managing the squad, as much as possible. And as I said, momentum and confidence is high, so we just got to carry it on for the next couple of weeks and see where we are.
Brilliant. Thanks to you both.
Thanks
so much.
everyone for coming.
Thank you. Cheers. Thanks.
Thank you.